Good afternoon, everybody. Today's Friday, the 11th. My name is Richard, and this is another quick video from Platinum Crypto Academy. What we're going to cover today? Well, today we are looking at the market, first of all, where the money is going. Has more money come into the market? Has it all left the market? Where is it going? I'm going to get into that. I'm also going to look into a couple of really cool websites that I think that you guys might be interested in from an investment perspective in terms of where are you holding your cryptos? Mining as well, a bit of kit that's been out a while. I want to talk about it and just really give you an insight into how you can get started at home, really simply. Thirdly, one of the new crazes that come out at the moment is Unstoppable Domains. I want to talk about that a little bit. I also want to talk about some top news articles as well. So we've got a lot to cover this afternoon. Hopefully get this done as quickly as possible for you guys so you can get off and enjoy your weekends. But here we go. So what's Bitcoin sitting at the moment? We're talking around this figure here, $8,336. We're down almost 2% today, but we did see a climb of, I think it was around 4.5% yesterday. So it's just having a slight pullback, people taking their profits, I'm thinking. The rest of the market, as you can see, Bitcoin leading the way, really. You're going to get a few that are in the green, but realistically, look at Chainlink. Keep performing this guy over here. It's crazy. But generally, the market's down today based on what Bitcoin's doing. So are we looking at much volume? Volume is, again, we're struggling. We need to really get some new volume coming into the market. And I think the market capitalization of the industry, let me just check quickly for you guys, is 233 billion 529 million. So we're talking much more than it has been. We were struggling in the low teens of 200 should we say, billion. We're now getting into the 30s, which is a bit more stable. But I really know, looking at the charts this morning, we need to break above the 8,700 and push into the mid 9,000, sorry, purely because there's some heavy resistance. We've got to get out of this descending triangle pattern. We need to break out from that if we're going to see another upward trend. But let's, on the positive news, we were in the 7,000s earlier this week. We're now in the mid 8,000s. So let's really, really be positive and go into the weekend with some positivity. So where is the money being flowing? I really like this new tool that I've been using recently to see what's going on. Where's money going? And as you can see, Tether dominating the market. And whether or not this is real money, printed, fake money, whatever it is, this is going, it's taking control of the market a little bit, as you can see. Bitcoin, again, being as dominant as it is. But look, Bitcoin to Tether, 2.6 billion is going backward and forward. Major movement of money going around there. What's that? 1% of the market between Tether and Bitcoin. Probably more. If we're talking 24-hour, the last 24 hours, what do we say the trading volume was overall? We're looking liquid market, we're looking real volume, we're looking liquid supply, we're looking that this particular volume is just massive, isn't it? Whether that's going out of Bitcoin or into Bitcoin doesn't really clarify. But I'm liking this diagram here, or this chart, whatever you want to call it. It's looking, I want to see where money's coming from. And as you can see, money in and out of the market, we're only talking half a bill, under half a bill. And that's not necessarily just out, it's coming in. So I'm liking that. Chinese yuan, let's have a look what we're talking here. 139, looking quite nice. We're not getting huge figures coming in and out, which means the money is being played about in the industry. It's moving around. It's not leaving. It's not exiting to fiat. It's coming. It's much more of it's playing within the market itself, which is what I like to see. Okay, so before I get into the topics, I wanted to just address a bit of an article we released this week, Top Ways to Earn Passive Income with Cryptocurrency. I released it earlier this week on the 10th, 11th today. As you can see, a couple of big news points here. Firstly, about the SE rule on the ETF, we know they denied it. I think, to be honest, it's really easy get out clause to actually give an excuse of ETF got denied because there's possible manipulation. There's manipulation in every single market on the planet, I'm sure. So it's really, I think, I don't feel the answer is good enough, and companies need to stop pushing the SEC or Forget an ETF, create something as other companies are doing that are very similar, just call it something else. The fact is, we want more ways that more traditional investors can get into the space, and that's going to bring money. So we need, well, not need, but we need these sorts of services, and the SEC are going to block until the cows come home. So I don't know. I just don't think. I think the route to this may be through a different vehicle than a standard ETF. We could mimic it and just call it a crypto TF, for example. Who knows? Okay, so yeah, what I was going to say is this article here, passive income. It's almost like the holy grail, isn't it, of the industry of any world really? How to make money from the money that you've already got without doing too much hands-on involvement. Well, this article goes and covers top 5 passive ways to do that, and I think it's really interesting for all you guys that are new to the space or want to get into building a bit of a passive income. Okay, so I mentioned there's a couple of cool websites. Now, one website that I've come across recently, or over the past month, is Coinmine. Now, I'm going to put it out there straight away. This product is very, very easy to use. It's like an Xbox, PlayStation. You plug and play. Use an app on your phone to control it. The software of the company behind it do everything for you. Because of that reason, yes, they take a small percentage of your mining profits. And yes, this isn't possibly the most powerful miner. But for you guys who work in a serviced office that you don't pay an electricity bill on, you just pay your standard monthly fee for your office space, perfect. Buy a couple of these, let them go. You're in, you're mining Bitcoin or Ethereum or whichever of the coins which they're suggesting, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Grin, Monero, Zcash, all these things you can just mine. And all you do is control it via your what do we call it? Your mobile app. Very cool. I think you should take a look at it. If you're somebody that doesn't really want to be too hands-on in their mining, yes, you're not going to get the high levels of returns from these ant miners or these, the top end ones. But this is something which you could just plug and play and leave it going. Very cool. I also want to talk about BlockFi. Now, we've been talking about passive income, interest rates, lending, staking recently on my videos. And BlockFi is probably one of the leading organizations out there that basically, if you're holding Bitcoin, you're holding a cryptocurrency, what you can do is put it in one of their wallets. They pay you an annual interest of, I think it's around 6%. 6%. Crazy, isn't it? If you put your money in the bank, say in fiat, what are you getting? Under 1% here in the UK of interest. You're getting 6% if you're doing it on BlockFi. Now, I'm not condoning this as the only option. I spoke about other options last week. I just wanted to bring this to everybody's attention. And the last really cool company that I think is trying to bring cryptos to the masses is blockchain domains. I'm hearing it being mentioned a couple of times. I know Anthony Pompliano ran a podcast and had a discussion with the CEO of blockchain domains, or Unstoppable Domains, sorry. But what I wanted to do is bring it to our audience here and just really explain what this company does and why I think it's very, very cool. If you've exchanged any cryptos, or if you've paid somebody in cryptos, or you've been paid in cryptos, or you just really want to get somebody to send you some cryptos, what I think is really, really cool is blockchain domain names are linking cryptos with domain names. And what this means is, for example, my name is Richard. I could have richard.crypto as my domain name. I can link my I think they do it. I think they do 20 different types of cryptocurrencies at the moment, but they're looking to add all the major currencies. Which currency am I using my wallet? 20 cryptocurrencies to this domain name. And what this means is anybody can send Ether, Bitcoin, Zilka, Monero, Dash, any of the major cryptos that are in that 20 cryptocurrency list. They can send when you ask somebody, when you ask or send somebody your wallet address, it's usually a long, I don't know how many characters it is, but it's about 30, it feels like about 30 different characters, which looks really complicated. Why not just send richard.crypto? Very cool. I can send anybody that I'm invoicing, anybody that wants to send me some cryptos, richard.crypto, and they will be able to send all the 20 different cryptocurrencies to that address and it'll populate my appropriate wallet. I think that's very, very cool. I think these guys are trying to build bring mass adoption to the space. I think it's very cool. For example, as well, if I owned, well, we've got a website, Platinum Crypto Academy. If somebody wanted to sign up to one of our courses or mentor schemes or investment and trading courses, what we could do is we could have platinumcrypto.crypto and anybody could just pay us, and they would know that it's us because we're Platinum Crypto Academy. In fact, it should be platinumcryptoacademy.crypto as a website domain name. If anybody wants to send me a payment for our courses, they send it to that domain. They know they're paying the correct person. I think it's really, really cool bit of kit. And, wish all the best of luck to the Unstoppable Domains team. Very cool. Got much love for all of that. Right, so a bit of news today. So Bank of America looking to employ some blockchain specialists. This is a bit of a U-turn, isn't it, from what we heard in 2018? It looks like they're looking to potentially position themselves using the Ripple system, and also employ some experts within the space to really give them in-house team. So when they're looking to deploy something in the crypto space, or potentially their own coin, or potentially using it in the background for their transfers across borders, they're looking to move into it. I think this is good signs, guys. Good signs. What have I seen here? There's a bit, we all know who've been in the crypto space. It's almost like the elephant in the room that nobody likes to talk about quantum computing because we feel that it could smash the industry potentially. Well, Google, the leaders in the space, well, commercially leaders in the space, have said it cannot affect us. It's no problem whatsoever. They're too far away from it, and I wouldn't worry. What are they saying? The effect on Bitcoin, zip, bupkis, nada. Love that. So, guys, quietly, sigh of relief from everybody. What have we got here then? So, Bakkt. Everybody thought that this was going to be the absolute game changer of the industry. I warned everybody that we wouldn't see a huge amount of, bombardment of interest, of thousands of contracts being taken up every single day. But what we are seeing is a gradual increase, and this is what always happens with major institutions. Nothing happens overnight. Things happen very slowly. But looking at the volume changes, look, daily trading volume backed Bitcoin monthly futures, always in Bitcoin. Remember, guys. So look, the graph speaks for itself. Where are we at now? 224 on daily trading volume. That's 224 Bitcoin value. Yes, it's not thousands and it's not hundreds of thousands, but tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of contracts. It's not, but it's growing and it's looking pretty good, going in the right direction. Will we see this affecting the market massively? I think in months and months to come, we will click this. Hopefully, this will take over the CME futures side of things, and people would prefer to trade in this side of things. But it's got to build its reputation up. It's got to build its track record up. The last bit of news that I want to talk about is, yes, we have all seen gold-backed gold-backed cryptos. What do we call it? Dollar. Obviously, we've got things like Tether, dollar-backed, apparently, in the space. What I'd like here, we all know Australia's got lots of gold mines going on. We all know that gold has been the most traditional haven for investors. What I would like to see, and this looks like it's got government backing by the sounds of things. Let's have a look. I'm sure I saw it somewhere. Yes. Okay. The digital currency certificates based on the tokens are 100% gold backed and guaranteed by the government of Western Australia, which is the sole owner of the 120-year-old mint. Now, guys, think about this. Currently, we have Tether, as I showed on the chart here. We have Tether dominating the market in terms of stable coin, shall we say, and in terms of where do you go if you don't want to go back to fiat. You go, if you've got Bitcoin, you go to Tether, and so on. If you go to any of the other coins out there, if you wanted to see realized profits, you go into Tether generally. I know there are Tether alternative, Paxos, True USD, etc. But what I'm thinking is this particular crypto, launched by Infinigold, we're talking the Perth Mint Gold token, is backed one by certificates issued by the Perth Mint, which is backed by the government of Western Australia. Now, what I'm thinking here is, if this is what it says it does, and it is as it explains in this article, why would somebody use Tether, which is a fiat correlated asset, compared to something that's like gold, which is physical? And we moved from the gold standard some time ago, but this really almost builds that gateway into going back into a gold standard as a currency. So if you wanted to use transactions that are backed by something that is, I wouldn't say stable because gold price does fluctuate, but if you wanted to back it not against something that's manipulated by a government that's totally centralized, you could use this as an alternative. And I think if this works and becomes adopted by traders and investors, this could be a very, very good project. And also, you've got to think, because it's backed one-to-one with gold-based certificates, I think that you could actually spend it accordingly. And if vendors wanted to accept it, it's a very easy transition. So anyway, just thought that was some good news. Covered a couple of topics today. Hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll be releasing a video on Monday as always. So speak to you all soon, and let's hope for a good weekend in the crypto market. Speak soon.